Hello, everybody. My name is Diamond. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, What's the 411 of Aesthetics? And today, well, I should say evening, this evening, I am going to be talking about now that you have decided to pursue a career in aesthetics, and again, in anything in the beauty industry, where do you go? How do you find it? How do you know if it's a good school? So let's dig deeper into this. When you are searching for a first, you want to search for any type of beauty school, beauty academy. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a cosmetology school, not a school with just for aesthetics. I say that because most schools, they offer multiple programs, and a lot of times it's just easier to offer cosmetology, nails, barbering. Typically you'll find that excuse me, I'm sorry, you'll find that aesthetics program within any type of beauty academy. Okay. And one of the other main reasons is because aesthetics falls under cosmetology. It falls under the cosmetology board. Now, it's each state is different, so I just want to throw that out there. But I know in the main states I've worked in, Indiana and Florida, both the aesthetics program typically falls, or licensure, it falls under the cosmetology state board. In most states, except maybe Puerto Rico and maybe New York, I could be wrong, but I know definitely in Puerto Rico, they have their own aesthetics entity. But the other 50 states in America, most of them, that aesthetics program is going to fall under the cosmetology state board. Okay. And especially the two states I've operated out of Indiana and Florida, hands down, they do. So I know that for a fact. Okay. Now, again, when you are looking for a school, obviously make sure they offer the aesthetics program. And I tell you, let's say you find the school that you want. Okay, this is ABC Beauty Academy. We offer an aesthetics program. One of the things I hate that I didn't look into when I was pursuing a beauty career was how attentive is the instructor. Is the instructor going to answer your questions? Does the instructor look knowledgeable? Does the instructor look like they're engaging with their students? And does the students look like that they are excited about being in school? Unfortunately, you have a lot of practitioners, estheticians, who are licensed in the business, but they can't teach worth. And I mean worth. So I'm not here to bash anybody, but it is what it is. And a lot of times, either that instructor could be burnt out, or they're just there for the steady paycheck because their career hasn't gone with where they wanted to go. I think that's so unfair because you're robbing this person of a wonderful opportunity into what could be a beautiful career, and you're molding and shaping that person's perspective of what a career in aesthetics can be. So I don't think that's fair, but unfortunately, you have instructors that are out there. So that's number one. Number two, cleanliness. Y'all, you're working on people's skin, okay? Our skin absorbs things, and it also secretes things. You want to make sure that the facility that you're going to be taught in is, as clean as possible. Now, that is tricky when the school also offers hair, like cosmetology and barbering. So that can be kind of tricky. With that being said, just try to kind of take the little things you can look out for is make sure the floors are clean. Do the hair stations look clean where they do hair and nails and wherever else? Also ask if the whoever the admissions person is giving you a tour of the school, don't be afraid to ask them, hey, do you guys have a separate washer and dryer for your laundry, for hair and for skin? Because I guarantee if you're using, let's say, a black towel for hair, if you're, coloring hair, you're not going to bleach those towels because they're going to come out bleachy. So do you separate everything? Like, do you have a separate washer and dryer? Like, don't be afraid to ask that. When you are in school, you want to practice cleanliness so you can be prepared for the real world. You don't know who you're going to work for. You may work for a doctor, and guess what? If you plan on working for a doctor, you have to be very clean. You have to follow the state law regulations and also the Board of Health regulations. If you are not working in a clean facility, or if you're not following those procedures, guess what? All it takes is one phone call. You can get shut down. So you definitely want to go into a learning facility where they are going to practice cleanliness and proper sanitation with the state board, with the cosmetology state board, and just proper general sanitation with OSHA and the Board of Health. So I honestly have to say, like, those are my like top two things. My next thing would be, are you able to also interact with the director themselves and any of the staff? How is their job placement? That's another huge thing too. You have a lot of these schools that would guarantee job placement, and then you'll have students that are still looking for a job after 6-7 months. Well, guess what? And by then you start to lose hope. I am not saying put all of your, don't put all your ducks in one, all your eggs in one basket, and just totally depend on that person who was supposed to help you find a job. I mean, don't get me wrong, still get out there on your own. But if that person can help you, let them help you. If they have a person that helps people with job placement, let them help you, definitely, because they have different networking and contacts that, of course, you're in school, you may not have even developed that yet. So definitely look into that. Again, do not be afraid to ask questions if you're concerned about, do they help people with learning disabilities? Do they help people, or not help people, but try to be there for those who are maybe struggling while they're in school? And do they have a good morale? I know this may seem kind of crazy, or may seem like, dang, it's just beauty school. But guess what? If you are going to be serious about this career, then in my opinion, these are the questions that you should ask if you're going to make this your career. Okay? So those are just a few things that you can kind of marinate. Maybe write down some questions that you have for the admissions person. And then when you get there, you'll exactly know, okay, I need to know these top 3 things. And hopefully they will answer those questions to the best of, not only to their ability, but hopefully it's satisfying for you. You get the answer that you want. And hopefully the school looks clean and presentable, and you're comfortable there, and you will want to pursue a education there, following by a career. Okay? So please, if you have any questions, comments, concern, I would really, again, love to hear from you. Love to hear your opinion about something. If you feel I led you the wrong way or led you in the right way, please, I would really, really love to hear your feedback. Okay? You all have a good evening, and hopefully I will hear and see from you next time. Bye.